Reacher has always been the man who sees the danger before everyone else. He reads people, he notices details, and most importantly, he trusts his instincts. But in this episode, Reacher is forced to face something he almost never admits. He got it wrong, and that mistake has put everyone around him in serious danger. The episode begins with Reacher in the worst possible position. He's surrounded by police, standing inside a hotel room filled with dead bodies. To the authorities, the situation looks simple. Reacher is at the scene. People are dead, and nobody is interested in hearing his explanation. So instead of waiting around to be arrested, Reacher does what Reacher does best. He finds a way out, but escaping the police isn't his biggest problem. Because while he's running, Reacher starts putting the pieces together. And suddenly, he realizes that the two women he thought he was protecting may have been manipulating him the entire time. Lila and Amisha aren't innocent victims caught in the middle of a conspiracy. They're part of it. And Reacher's biggest mistake was believing them. That's a painful realization for someone whose greatest weapon has always been his ability to read people. But the realization gives him another clue. Anna's missing flash drive probably wasn't sent to Lila. Anna knew she was in danger, so why would she send something this important to the woman everyone is looking for? Reacher realizes the answer is much closer to home. Anna probably sent the drive to someone she trusted, her brother, Jacob. Meanwhile, Jacob, Tamara, and Plum are already trying to figure out exactly who Lila and Amisha are, and what they discover makes the situation even more suspicious. Lila's financial history barely exists. Then suddenly, huge amounts of money start appearing. Travel, hotels, bodyguards, and connections that stretch far beyond the United States. Someone has been funding these women. The question is why? Before they can answer it, Jacob finds something that could finally change everything. Anna's flash drive and her phone. The evidence they've been searching for is finally in their hands. But they don't even get a chance to examine it properly, because Lila and Amisha arrive, and they aren't there to negotiate. They're armed. The shooting starts almost immediately. Jacob and Tamara jump into a vehicle and try to get away while bullets are flying around them. What follows is basically a race between two groups who know that whoever loses this chase may not survive. Tamara calls for backup. Jacob keeps driving, and eventually, he realizes they have one opportunity to turn the situation around. Instead of continuing to run, Jacob uses the road itself against them. He makes a hard turn onto the bridge. Lila tries to follow, but her vehicle can't make the turn. The crash gives Jacob and Tamara a few precious seconds. For the first time, it looks like Lila and Amisha might actually be trapped. Police are closing in. The road is blocked, and there doesn't seem to be anywhere left to go. Then the two women make an absolutely insane decision. They jump, straight off the bridge. For a moment, everyone assumes the fall is the end of them. But Reacher's enemies aren't that easy to eliminate. Lila and Amisha survive, and instead of disappearing, they immediately continue their mission. That tells us everything we need to know about them. They're not running because they're scared. They're running because they're determined to finish the job, and their target is still the same thing. Anna's evidence. Back with Reacher, the situation is getting worse. He's now a wanted man. The police are searching for him, and even people who appear to be there to help can't necessarily be trusted. Reacher eventually finds himself in police custody, but keeping Reacher behind bars is easier said than done. Someone tries to use the situation to eliminate him, and once again, the people trying to control Reacher make the same mistake everyone makes. They underestimate him. Reacher turns the situation around and gets himself out. But escaping custody doesn't solve the real problem. He still doesn't know what Anna discovered. He still doesn't know who is behind everything. And now, Lila and Amisha know the drive is in his team's possession. The investigation finally starts moving again when the drive is examined. But instead of revealing a complete explanation, it creates another mystery. There's a photograph. And in that photograph are people connected to the investigation, including Congressman Sampson and General Putra. But there's another man in the picture, a man the team doesn't recognize. And suddenly, the flash drive doesn't answer the question. It creates an even bigger one. Who is that man? And why was Anna desperate enough to hide this information? The team realizes they need to split up. Jacob and Plum continue investigating the people connected to the photograph. Meanwhile, Reacher and Tamara follow another clue. It leads them toward an abandoned restaurant connected to Ben's murder. And this is where the episode changes tone. Because Reacher doesn't need someone to explain what happened. He looks at the room, he studies the blood, he examines the damage, and slowly reconstructs the crime. Ben wasn't simply killed here, he was tortured, Someone wanted information from him, and whatever they wanted was important enough for them to keep hurting him until they got it. For Reacher, this isn't just another crime scene, it's another piece of the puzzle, and it confirms something terrifying. Anna and Ben weren't random victims. They were caught in something much bigger. But before Reacher and Tamara can figure out exactly what happened, they have another problem. The police are still hunting Reacher, so the two of them have to move again. Tamara even comes up with a risky way to make it look like Reacher has been captured. But the plan doesn't last. The police figure out what's happening, and suddenly, Reacher and Tamara are running again. They race through the city, trying to stay ahead of the people hunting them. Eventually, they reach the building they're looking for. But getting there doesn't mean they're safe. They still have to find a way inside. And more importantly, they have to figure out why Lila sent Anna information connected to this location in the first place. Then Reacher notices something. The evidence in the restaurant tells him exactly what happened to Ben. And that realization makes the situation much more personal, because Reacher now knows they're getting closer to the people responsible. Unfortunately, the enemy knows it too. And that's when the trap closes. Lila appears. She's no longer pretending to be someone Reacher needs to protect. She knows exactly who he is. She knows what he has, and she knows he won't simply hand over Anna's drive. But Lila has one advantage: leverage. Because Amisha isn't alone. She's holding Jacob. And suddenly, Reacher has a problem he can't solve with brute force. The drive is valuable, but Jacob's life is even more important. Lila demands the evidence. Reacher refuses, and the episode ends with the two sides facing each other in a standoff. Reacher has finally figured out who his real enemies are, but knowing your enemy doesn't mean you've won, because Lila and Amisha have Jacob. They know Reacher cares about his team, and they know exactly what they need from him. The biggest mystery, however, is still unanswered. What exactly did Anna discover? Who is the mysterious man in the photograph? And why is someone willing to kill so many people just to keep that information hidden? That's what makes this episode so important.